three of the all-time best players in the NBA tonight. Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. Tonight I ask for two things. Number one, let's give a little Clipper love for me, please, I beg of you. And number two, all night long, it better be loud enough in this building to hear us all the way back in New York, if you get me. Let's make sure we're loud tonight. Go Seattle!
I think Steve Ballmer is fired up for it tonight. I echo his same vibes. This is a special opportunity here to play in Seattle. Hard to believe it has been 15 years since they last played a real NBA game here. This is how they're going. It's a lineup, similar lineup for the Utah Jazz that we saw Sunday in Honolulu. Different name on the other side for the Clippers, Robert Covington. We'll talk about why that is significant going forward as we send it over to the third member of our crew, David Pingalore.
One player not playing tonight, Brandon Boston Jr., left knee contusion. He left the game after being in the game for just 39 seconds on Sunday in Honolulu. Ty Lue said a little bit ago he misses him not being here tonight playing. Very disappointed in the fact that he got injured because he said during this summer the 21-year-old matured greatly and is learning the NBA game over the summer, and plus he got really strong in the offseason. So he's out again with a left knee contusion. Gentlemen, have a great game. I'm all fired up after Ballmer.
No, we're all fired up. Thank you, David. From what I have gathered, it is early. We don't have official information. It is not a very concerning injury for Brandon Boston. A week before the Clippers play next, it is worth pointing out there could be minutes available for Boston. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Ball is up. Game is on. Clippers have it. We'll have it to start the fourth quarter as well. Again, these two teams played twice. I should say this will be the second time they play, but the Clippers played two times here a year ago, and Kawhi Leonard lays it up and in for the game's first points.
And showing off a little jump hook there, or running jump hook in the lane. Kawhi patient. Was able to bounce, get inside and score.
Walker Kessler, who does damage on the inside, trying to do a little on the outside. Clippers may pay him to shoot it. I think that's a missing color in his rainbow. But here you see Zoo getting around the defense of Walker Kessler and lay it in. Clippers out in front 4-0.
Well, Zoo is one of the best bigs in the league from rim to rim to be able to seal inside, present an opening, catch, and then finish. Excellent pass from Paul George.
Sexton to Kessler, whistle, and a foul will go against Kawhi Leonard.
Two on the side. Kessler can't lead the body as much at the last minute off of Zoo, and then in transition, this is something that Ty Lue, the coaching staff, talked about, playing with pace, off the dribble or even off the pass, and Zoo able to benefit.
Kawhi looked like Magic Johnson. Was it Game 6? Boston 1985. He's got a deep bag as well. Whistle foul goes on Paul George. Foul trouble should not be an issue in terms of the minutes that they will play, although Ty Lue did say he intends on ramping these guys up. Kawhi played 14 and change. Paul George played just over 15 minutes. There's Ty. He's been very pleased with what he has seen in camp. And when you talk to the coaches, one of the first things they'll say is the intensity level that Kawhi Leonard has had since camp began, and then during the preseason game on Sunday, has been eye-opening, which should be concerning for the rest of the league. Horton Tucker got started for Utah on Sunday. Does the same thing here today in Seattle. Leonard for three. Robert Covington, the triple try is good, and we mentioned it. It's a different wrinkle in that starting lineup. Covington getting the start here tonight for the first time since his rookie season. Did not start a game all of last year. He has talked about having a better mindset, feeling much better. Coaches have talked about his work in the offseason as well. Markkanen doing work inside on the glass, so too is Zoo. Alters the shot. Clippers get the loose ball. Zoo, a jump shot. Oh, he knocks it down. You love to see it.
Love to see it, but it's off the pace. You push quickly. The defense is not set. You can't help Paul George with the deep penetration always breaks down the defense. Another easy shot for Zoo.
We laugh a little bit about it. You go back to his time with the Lakers. Speaking of Zoo, nice shot by Sexton. He has a mid-range game. It just has not been used as much as a Clipper. Good start by the Clippers, by the way. They are 4 of 5 from the field. Ball poked out of bounds by Markkanen. Stays with the Clippers. 11 to shoot.
A quick move by Paul George. The help comes. And, you know, that's good help by Kessler because you want to be able to get off and stop the pass. You're going to force Zoo to make it. And that time he made him pay.
Zoo's going to be that spacer in that offense that they need. Jump out in the corner.
Think so?
He's going to bring the defense with him.
Is that what it is? See, now you're getting it away from yourself a little bit, Brian Seaman.
Sexton walled off by Kawhi Leonard. Shot clock gets into single digits. Markkanen quick catch and shoot. And Leonard wraps the rebound up. This is where Kawhi made that debut after the knee surgery last year in Seattle. Had some moments, but again, as we talked about, it was a process for Leonard to get back. He talked about it on media and said, this is a 2-year injury, and this was a year ago. We are just starting the second year. Now we are away from that. You and I have seen him in camp. We saw him on Sunday. He looks it. He's ready to go. All alone for 3. And Kessler with a 200 rebound inside for Utah.
Well, you know why? Also, that Coach Ty Lue has been pleasantly pleased during camp. Paul George and Kawhi have practice every day. That means and says a lot in regards to leadership and players ready to go.
Westbrook digs it out. It's a 3-on-1 power play. Covington calls his own number, counted, and a foul.
But what you get with Robert Covington in the starting lineup is this. This is Kawhi fighting over the top. Russell Westbrook able to step in and knock the ball away. But Rocco gives you another versatile defender on the perimeter. Even if he gets switched on a bigger opponent, he's proven over the years that he can hold his own. So now you have length defensively, a guy that can knock down the corner shot, a guy that can rebound as well. So it's so much added value when he's in the lineup with Kawhi and Paul George and even Russell Westbrook.
It was a forgettable year on a lot of levels for Covington last year. Don't forget, the last 20 games 2 years ago, you look at advanced numbers, he was as important as anybody in uniform for the Clippers, a team that won 42 games essentially without Leonard and without Paul George. What a pass by Westbrook. It is interrupted by the Jazz defense inside. Turnover Clippers. Markkanen, full head of steam, takes flight. It was a matter of time for Markkanen in Chicago. Just could not get healthy. Never seemed to be available. Was available last year. What happened? All-star, most improved. And he's going to be a main piece for Utah going forward as Kawhi Leonard hit at the cup. He'll go to the line for 2.
But also, though, when he was in Cleveland, the thing about it, he had to play on the perimeter. But what the onus when he got to Utah was, I want you to, Will Hardy was like, I want you to play every position. I want you to be inside, outside. I want you to get back to not just being a spot-up shooter. And that's because the offense was built around a different dynamic in Cleveland. This now displays everything that he has to offer, and he's only getting better as a player in this league. And look at these, you say, how can he get better? Well, 25, shooting 50%. Now adjusting to, being at the top of the ledger each and every night, on the scouting report.
And scoring plus 11 a year ago. He'll have more of a leadership role for this young Utah squad. Young, but certainly not without tons of talent. Certainly at the guard position. Horton Tucker, one of those talented guards. By the fastest hands in the West, it's Robert Covington who picks it away. Westbrook. George all alone for the 3. Didn't look very comfortable. Kind of juggled that one a little bit. Jazz with a rebound. Here comes Kessler. Hard foul by Westbrook. I'm going to remind Russ this is a preseason game.
No. The intensity is always there. But we go back to Rocco once again, adding value in the half-court defense. Tucker has a little shot at getting to the basket, but Rocco able to knock it away. And you see on that last play, you take those deep corner shots. If you're not set defensively, you're going to give up something in the backcourt. And that time, Kessler didn't get the basket, but he did get fouled, and now he's at the free throw line.
Kessler with the first of 2. Rattles out as we get a quick word from Jerome.
Get historic savings store-wide during our 69th birthday celebration. On now at Jerome's.
Kessler had 7 points, 7 rebounds, and he was only attributed 5 blocks in that game.
But you said about 10.
I had 47 at halftime.
Okay, yeah. It felt, but you know, even when he didn't block a shot, his presence was felt. You know, Moussa Diabate a couple of times, dribble, pump fakes.
But the good news is, you know, you go back in the day in the 80s and 90s, there wasn't really a way to measure that kind of intimidation. Now there is. There's a lot of different ways that you can keep track of that, and Kessler's going to be handsomely rewarded as his career goes on. An absolute steal as he pokes the ball free from Ivica Zubac. We got a timeout. 6:53 to play in the first quarter. Clippers getting out and running.
Well, pace is the key. Defense, you get your stop now. You get rewarded on the offensive end. Quick hands by Russ. Rocco, do I give it up? Do I keep it? Nah, I just take this, get a hand one for myself.
Veterans, when you're struggling, soon